Hello Silver friends, this is Joli from QuickSilverHair, and today we're going to talk about purple shampoo. All things purple shampoo. I get asked a lot about purple shampoos, which ones to use, whether it's safe to use them, are they okay, can you use them with clay, blah 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 blah. So let's get into it and hopefully I answer all of your questions. So what is purple shampoo? If you don't know already, it is a shampoo that neutralizes yellow tones. There is also blue shampoo, which neutralizes orange tones. On the color wheel, blue and orange are opposite each other, and purple and yellow are opposite each other. These are the two primary pigmented shampoos, conditioners, and masks. If you have darker hair, you probably will want to lean towards the blue shampoos, and if you have lighter color hair, blonde, silver, or white, purple shampoos are more for you. Now, that's the basics. There are companies out there that make other products with greens, reds, and so forth to neutralize green and red. And I'm not going to fully get into that here because if you are watching my channel, I'm assuming you have silver hair and you're interested in learning about purple shampoo. I will be saying purple shampoo a lot. However, there are many products out there now. There is purple shampoo, there's purple conditioner, there's purple masks. The idea here is that if you need to neutralize yellow tones on your hair, this is what you would be using. When is it time to use purple shampoo? Well, the real answer to this is if you know you have permanent yellowing. Permanent yellowing is usually caused by either genetics, medication, sun damage, or heat damage. The most common ones I see are sun damage and heat damage. Occasionally, I have a client come to me that has a genetic issue where their hair just naturally turns yellow as it grows out. I have never fully understood why this is. If you're a hair scientist and you know, please send me an email. I would love to sit and chat with you. The time to use purple shampoo is when you cannot remove the yellowing, which that is how I came up with QuickSilverHair. When I first started transitioning, many of the purple shampoos were terrible. They smelled horrible. They caused my scalp to itch. I know many other people out there had the same issue with, scalp itching and scalp bumps, and it was just not worth it. It was not worth using the products. And for me, the fragrances and most of them were just unbelievably, and they were just unbelievable and unbearable. I couldn't stand them. So for a while, I used Paul Mitchell's Blonde, which is their purple product, and it just didn't do what I thought it was supposed to do. And I started to ask the question, why am I putting a violet dye on my hair after I've ditched the dye? And why am I putting something over this discoloration rather than removing the discoloration? That is how QuickSilverHair was born. So I started looking into clays and clarifying agents, and I landed on kale and clay, and I created the recipe for the QuickSilverHair clay, which the clay is sort of like Velcro. It opens up and grabs impurities and kind of carries them off of the hair. That said, it only works on minerals, chlorine from your swimming pool, product buildup, etc., environmental buildup, but it does not work on permanent damage. Nothing actually can remove permanent damage. You cannot remove the burnt hair from a hairdryer or extreme heat use, and you cannot remove sun damage because sun damage is similar to the permanent sun damage you get to your skin when you've sunburned it really badly. Even if it fades over time, there's still damage at the cellular level. Because the sun molecularly changes the structure of the hair, you can't remove that. You can only grow it off. So you can kind of see where I'm going here. The clay has its limitations, so you still need certain products, right? So even I, in 2020, with how busy my business became over lockdown, I kind of neglected my own hair, which this happens. But I also noticed that I was getting yellowing that I couldn't figure out what was causing it. I couldn't figure out why I was having it. And I finally decided I was going to have to find a purple shampoo and conditioner. I made my own purple mask with the Quicksilver Clay mask. I put in Manic Panic Ultraviolet. That worked pretty well, but you know, I only used the clay once a month, so that wasn't enough for you know, needing it a little bit more than that at the time. That led me to actually find Loma. This is how I kind of landed on the brand in general, was I was looking for a natural purple shampoo or conditioner. There are a couple of brands out there now that do have natural based products. The ones that are made with blue malva, they didn't work for me at all. I mean, they just rinsed right off. And what I really discovered was that because I have curly hair and I go through this process of washing, conditioning, leave-in, gel, by the time I got to the end of my process, this purple shampoo was gone. It was rinsed away, right? So when I found Loma, I did try the purple shampoo, which I have sitting here, and it's a fantastic product. It also has a chelating ingredient in it for those of you that have a little bit of mineral buildup. So if you have a little bit of hard water and you need just a little bit of purple every once in a while, the purple shampoo from Loma is excellent. They also have violet conditioner, which I found to be my favorite product. Now, what the yellowing was that happened to me in 2020 was mineral buildup. I did figure that out because I started using a chelating shampoo that was specifically designed to remove all forms of minerals, and I found that it helped me tremendously, but I followed it for many months. I followed it with the violet conditioner from Loma. So that shampoo is the hair print chelating shampoo, and I'll link it below, along with all of the products that I discussed today, and the blog post on purple shampoo will be in the description box below. But anyway, I found that when I did the chelating shampoo that was stronger than the chelating in the Loma violet shampoo, if I followed it with the violet conditioner, I actually achieved that toning that I wanted without turning purple or lavender. And the other great thing is the violet conditioner has a little bit of blue in it. So that blue helps neutralize the brassy tones in my brown hair even. So I get kind of a double whammy. I get a little bit of that taken care of on the brown, and then my white and silvers get the purple toning, which is excellent. Currently, I use the product maybe once a month. I don't use it that often. I do love the conditioner itself, so sometimes I just reach for it just for the conditioning and don't really care about the toning aspect of it. If you have something you cannot remove and you've just tried and tried and tried, then purple shampoo is right for you. Purple conditioners, purple masks, whatever. It's time for that. I get asked all the time if you can use purple products with the clay. The answer is yes, you can. You can either tint the clay, which is in the description box below in the post. There is a recipe for that. Or you can use the clay as your clarifying product. So you do your clarifying shampoo, you do your clay, and then your next wash day, use your favorite violet products, whether they be a violet shampoo, a violet conditioner, or a purple mask, whatever your preference is, use that on the next wash day. It's a really good idea to clarify before any pigmented shampoo because you remove all the buildup so the pigment has a better chance of adhering to the hair. So it's an excellent way to actually combine methods to remove all your buildup, which is, that helps with yellowing that can be removed. And then you use your purple product to tone out any of the unwanted yellow tones that you can't remove. So there are a couple of myths about purple shampoo, and I'll break those down here. I have heard several times that purple shampoo robs your hair of protein. I have looked into this deeply, and I cannot figure out why anybody thinks this. Because for one, there can be protein in the purple shampoo. For two, to strip protein from your hair, you would have to be clarifying it. And you would have to be using something that has zero moisture in it. So any shampoo has that propensity. Any shampoo can cause you to have protein loss. It can be too stripping and too drying. So I don't think you can exclusively say that purple shampoo robs the hair of protein. I think it's the formula, and I think it matters how you use it and when and where you use it. If you find that purple shampoo feels drying or too stripping, use purple conditioner instead. It's pretty simple now because there are so many product lines out there with both products in their lines. Does purple shampoo prevent yellowing? No, it does not prevent yellowing. It is not a preventative. It is a cover-up. So it's best if you do think of it that way so you understand what benefit you're getting from it. To prevent yellowing of the permanent kind, sun damage, you need UV protection. Heat damage, you need heat protection. And minerals and so forth, you want to do a regular clarifying routine like with the QuickSilverHair clay mask. The other things that prevent yellowing on gray hair are being very mindful of your products. Let's think about this for a second. In this product is violet dye. In many products on the market, especially products designed for dyed hair, color-treated hair, there is other dyes added to those products. So you want to look at your label and read those ingredients. Get your magnifier out on your phone or look it up online and check to make sure that the products you're using don't have yellow dye, orange dye, or red dye. I have found heat protectant with red dye that was actually causing a lady's hair to turn pink. She couldn't figure it out. They thought it was something in their water. Turns out it was her heat protectant. So you really want to read those ingredients. That's one way to prevent your hair from turning yellow. The other way is you want to make sure that whatever's going to stay on your hair for a little bit, so like your conditioners, your leave-ins, your styling products, you want to make sure that they are on the whiter side. Not everything can be 100% white, because when we're blending ingredients and stuff, it tends to kind of veer off of white just because of the nature of those ingredients. The ingredients that I personally avoid are hemp. Hemp can turn your hair green. I also avoid avocado oil. I do allow it in if the product itself is white. So, you know, if it has avocado oil in it and the product remains white, then I'll still use it. I do not put olive oil neat on my hair because olive oil is also green in nature. So if you have any porosity above low, your hair might grab that green from the olive. Let's see what else. There are some other products like black castor oil. There are tar products for dandruff. I would say avoid all those. So if any of your products have a very dark or rich color to them, especially yellow or orange or red, I would not be putting them on your silver hair. That is another way to prevent yellowing of that kind. How often do you use purple shampoo and conditioner? When do you need to use it? So I will say do not use purple shampoos and conditioners every wash day. There is absolutely no need for that. Those pigments are designed to latch onto the hair for an extended period of time, usually several days and sometimes several weeks before they will loosen up and wash away. So really, I would say once a week is probably sufficient. For me, I might use purple shampoo or conditioner once every month now, but I'm not having issues like I was back in 2020. I did resolve that issue. I did find that using a proper chelating product with my clay was very beneficial, and I don't have the issue that I was having. So it's really up to you, but I really would suggest you don't use it too often because you don't need it just because you have silver hair. So if you don't have any permanent issues, if you don't have any permanent yellowing, it doesn't prevent it, so you don't need it. If you don't want to use it at all, you can set up a really nice clarifying routine and of course protect yourself from UV damage and heat damage to prevent any yellowing that would stay around that you couldn't do anything about if you chose not to use purple shampoos at all. So, you know, the base answer to how often do you use it is no more than once a week. And then from there, you can break it up to, you know, depending on how well it works on your hair, once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month even, and see how that works for you. You just have to find that sweet spot that works the best for you. I hope that answers all your questions about purple shampoo. If I didn't answer your question or didn't cover something that you were curious about, please hit me up in the comments below and let me know what that was, and I'll do my best to answer that for you. If you liked this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share this video. I think it's imperative information to know that you don't need to use purple shampoo just because you have silver hair. Until next time, shine on.